everyone, welcome to Saturday Morning Pilates. Thanks for joining me today. All we need today is a TheraBand. I know if you've been joining us at Stonebridge, you have one of these, so I thought we'd utilize it today. We're going to start by lying down with the knees bent. And we're just going to make some snow angels. So palms up. Think about anchoring the rib cage as we let the arms come overhead. And again, just in that range of motion that feels okay for your shoulders. So if there's any point where your arms feel cranky, make sure you stop at that point. So just up and down. Nice heavy ribs. 2 more. And very last one. Perfect. From here, we'll bring that right knee up towards the chest and just hold the top of the knee. Guide the knee in towards the chest. Just want to release that low back. And then soften it up, and we're going to make 3 little circles here. Just loosening up that hip. And then pause and reverse. Let's go the other way. Just 3 and 2. And very last one. Perfect. From here, we're going to hold behind the knee. Give it a great big hug. And let's just start by flexing and pointing. Flex and point. Flex and point. 2 more. And very last one. Perfect. Let's make some great big circles with those ankles. See how big you can make the circles, just loosening out all those kinks and crackles. And pause, and let's go the other way. Just 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. From here, we're going to just straighten that leg out as much as you can and then pull the toes back towards your nose. Nice deep breathing, shoulders wide. Let's give yourself a little bit of a double chin. Maybe press that head a little bit into the floor and just work that posture. And if with every exhale, we're going to straighten that leg just a teeny bit more. Nice deep, deep breathing. Perfect. And then when you're ready, we're going to let that leg come all the way up. Give it a little shake. Point the toes. And we're going to make 3 little circles. What we're trying to do is stay nice and even through the back of the hips. 2. And pause and reverse. Let's go the other way. 3. And 2. And 1. Well done. Okay, from here we're going to just slide that leg down to the floor and let the other leg float up, holding on the top of the knee. Relax, nice wide chest and shoulders in 3 little circles here. 3 and 2 and pause and reverse. Let's go the other way. 3 and 2, just loosening up those hips. And 1. Well done. We're going to hold behind the knee. And now we're just going to flex and point. So press into the heel and reach the toes. And press into the heel. And nice long feet. 2 more. And reach. 1 more. And now make those great big circles. 3 and 2. And pause and reverse. Let's go the other way. 3 and 2. Very last one. Nice job. We're going to straighten that leg out. Give it a little shake. Try to stay even and strong through the back of the hips as we make those 3 little circles. 3 and 2. Now let's pause and reverse the other way. 3 and 2. And very last one. Good job. We're going to bend that knee and lower it down to the floor. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to hold on to our TheraBand and let's fold one leg in. And we're going to put that rubber band over the heel. I want to make sure it's on the heel, because if it slips off, it won't get you in the nose. And just bringing those elbows nice and tight to your rib cage, trying to give that rib cage a little squeeze with your elbows as you reach that leg away nice and long. And then with lots of control, we're going to guide that knee in towards the shoulder. And then reach it away. Again, just warming up the hips. And again, lots of control to guide in towards the shoulder and press it away. And bend. Good job. 2 more. Reach. And bend. And on the very last one, we're going to reach it out and then straighten that leg right up towards the ceiling. And now we're trying to keep that leg as straight as we can as we lift and hold. Nice, deep, deep breathing. Just lengthening, pushing that heel into the rubber band as we hold and stretch. And when you breathe, try to draw that breath right down to where you feel any sort of tension. Just lengthening that leg and holding those nice, deep, deep breaths. Nice, deep exhales. And now we're just going to press into that heel, lengthen that leg. You'll have a far better quality stretch if your leg's somewhere down here and straight than if you bend that knee. So make sure you keep that leg straight by pressing into that rubber band and creating length through the back of the leg. Let's hold it there for a couple more deep, deep, deep breaths. Big exhales. Give that leg a chance to relax and release so that when we're doing some lower ab work in a minute, you don't have to fight those tight hamstrings. And then from here, we're just going to tuck that or bend that leg and lift the other foot into that rubber band and just switch sides. So again, rubber bands nice and straight and over the heels. You don't want it to slip off. Straight wrists, elbows pressed into the rib cage, not into the floor. And then we're going to guide that knee towards the same shoulder and then press it away and make that leg nice and long. And then lots of control to come in. Now the goal is to keep the rib cage heavy. You can go lower with the legs, but you never want to arch the back. And good job. So we're mobilizing that hip, and we're also getting a little bit of core work going on here. Control in and control out. And let's go 3 more. And release. And 2 more. And release. And very last one. Now we're going to keep that leg straight and draw that straight leg. Push, push, pushing into the rubber band, keeping the shoulders down and wide. And just breathing those nice deep breaths. Trying to relax through your neck and shoulders. Lengthen through the leg. Deep breathing. Try to breathe right into the back of the ribs. And just one more time, deep breath. Give that hamstring a little chance to relax. Perfect. Okay, from here we're going to put both feet into the rubber band. So again, heels. So heels are pressed together. Imagine there's a $100 bill between your heels. You don't want it to fall out. Hands are right over top of your sternum, and the knees are wide like a little froggy. And now, the easier version of this exercise would be to let your legs come straight up to the ceiling, and then guide the knees in towards your shoulder. So if your back bothers you at all, or if your abs aren't very strong, this is a great place to start. You can lower down as low as you like, as long as you don't feel your ribs coming off the floor. So you don't want that back to arch at all, because as soon as we arch our back, we're putting a lot of stress on that low back, and that's not what we want here. So wherever you can go comfortably, and then lots of control guiding those knees in towards the shoulders, and then press it away. Connect the inner thighs, so we're trying to have no space between the knees when we reach out. And let's go 3 more. And 2 more. One of my favorite exercises, because we get low abs, but we also get to loosen the hips up. Let's go 1 more. Press and release. Perfect. From here, we'll take the rubber band off. Let's just tuck the knees into the chest, and we're just going to rock back and forth. Just loosen that low back up a bit. Awesome. And then when you're ready, we're going to put that rubber band over top of the knees, keeping the knees in far enough that you really feel your back connected with the mat. And now let's lengthen the arms out so that they're nice and long, just threading that rubber band between the thumbs. And we're going to start by just bringing your hands down towards the floor and up. And 2, and up, and 3, and up, and 4, and up. 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And very last one. Well done. Okay, from here, we're just going to hold on to one knee. And from here, really press your bottom ribs into the floor. And now let's point the toe, and we're going to start to lower that one leg down towards the floor and up. Now the goal again is to keep the bottom rib nice and flat on the floor. So it's not about touching the floor. It's about finding that place that you can go without lifting your ribs. If that's easy, we take the foot a little further away. You decide. Let's go 3 more on that side, really bracing the abs, protecting the back. And all that means is imagine somebody's going to poke you. You want to keep those abs engaged and tight. 1 more. Perfect. Okay, from here, let's just hold on to the other knee. Just go bring the knees in so you feel that back nice and flat, and then press the rib cage against the mat as you lower the other leg. And remember, it's just to whatever that point is that you can go without feeling your back change on the mat. If you can go further out, that's fine. It's wherever you can go. Again, closer to the bottom's easier. Take the leg out further is going to be more of a challenge. So you decide where that right place for you is to be. Let's go 2 more. And then very last one. Perfect. We can keep that foot on the floor, and then we're going to lower the other one down and just a little lasso over top of the knees. And then from here, we're going to tighten up the band, widen out through the shoulders. Feet are about hip width, little energy in the toes, really squeeze the glutes and give yourself a little double chin so you're looking down at the knees. And now we're going to lift the hips up, and we're going to use the rubber band as a proprioceptive tool. So all that means is it gives our brain a little feedback. So we're going to try to push our knees into the rubber band and really lengthen through the spine. And then from here, keeping the glutes nice and tight to protect the back, lower yourself down towards the mat. Again, squeeze the glutes, little energy in the big toe, and up we go, lengthening through the knees and extending and lengthening the spine. And down. Let's just go 2 more. So squeeze glutes, lift the hips, lengthen through your spine. And down. Very last one, squeeze glutes, little energy in the toes, lift and lengthen. And while we're here, let's hold it up here and breathe. Notice your shoulders. You want to be even on both sides. So just make sure you're not leaning more to one side. Try to even yourself out as much as you can. And then let's lower ourselves down. Nice work. From here, we're going to take that rubber band away for a second. And we're going to hold behind the knee and let that knee help us come right up to seated. So once we're seated, we're going to sit tall on the sitting bones, roll the shoulders back, and then let's put the rubber band over top of the feet one more time. And then when you're ready, roll the shoulders back, and we're going to start by squeezing the elbows like you're trying to touch them together behind the back. And then nice controlled release with soft elbows. And then all the way back, working that posture. Imagine that book on your head. And the other thing you want to think about is imagine somebody's going to give you a great big push. That way you'll engage the abs and protect your back. And let's go one more time here. Perfect. If your arms hurt, keep your elbows close to your body. But if it's okay to work a little harder, we're going to bring our elbows up so that when we pull back, the elbows are parallel to the floor, and release. And 2. And release. Good job. And let's go 3. And release. And 4. So these are our posture muscles. Pulling back like this really opens the chest. And 2 more, and works those muscles of your back that pull your shoulder blades together and make you tall. Very last one. Perfect. Okay, from here, let's turn our hands around so that now the rubber band goes across your palms and through your thumbs. We always want to keep the wrists straight. Glue your elbows to the rib cage by pressing them in, and then relax. And then press. I just want to engage those muscles that hold your shoulder blades to your back. Really important set of muscles. And relax. Let's go 2 more. Squeeze. And relax. Very last one. Squeeze. Awesome. Keep that connection, and we're just going to bring the thumbs to the shoulders and work our biceps. So depending how you're feeling today, you can sit nice and tall and work the biceps, or if you want to sneak in a little more core, just tuck that tailbone forward, look down at your belly button, and lean back. And then when you find that challenge point, go back to the biceps, in and release. And let's go 5 more, and 4 more, and 3 more, and just 2 more, and very last one. Well done. Okay, from here, let's cross the rubber band. We want the palms to be facing up and the elbows into the rib cage, squeezing the rib cage again. Look back down at the belly button. If you're okay, lean back or stay seated nice and tall. And then we're just going to open it up. And if you're leaning back, come on back up. Good job. So as you lean back, we're going to, just like we're doing a double hitchhike move. And up. And let's go 4 more. And up. And 3 more. And just 2 more left. And the very last one. Well done. We're going to uncross the rubber band. You might have to bring your arms out a little wider for this one. This one's a little harder to do on a mat, but it's really good for those long back muscles. So from here, we're just going to reach the arms back and soften them up. And tall in your sitting bones, book on the head, lengthening out, and slow controlled release. Let's go 3 more. reach, and release. And just go wherever your shoulders let you go today. 2 more. Remember, shoulder work should never be painful. Very last one. Good job. Okay, from here, let's just keep our arms nice and straight. We're going to lower ourselves down to the floor now. So look down at your belly button and lots of control going down. So it's going to be the low back that's the first thing to touch. Middle back, shoulders, and head. And now let's widen out through our chest. And from here, we're going to shrug the shoulders up into the ears and then lengthen them down like you're trying to touch your toes. And then up, and remember to be heavy through the rib cage and down. Let's go 3 more. And down. 2 more. And down. Very last one. And release. Good job. You can gently, you probably want to bring your feet in a bit so that rubber band doesn't snap away. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll over to our side. Get to your side. If it's not a comfortable position for you to put your elbow underneath your head, make sure you get a pillow. You don't want that head to be floating. Remember, our head's about 10 to 15 pounds. So it's a great big 10 to 15 pound bowling ball. We don't want it suspended in the air. That's awfully hard on your neck. Now on our side, we want to engage the abs so we're not just succumbing to gravity. Everything here is tight and engaged. So there's room for a little trail of ants underneath the waist. The legs are glued together, heels, balls of the feet. And then from here, we're going to lift both legs up, double leg lift. And we just want to engage those muscles between the ribs and the hips. Relax your neck as you hold it here for 4 and 3 and 2 and down. Good job. Engage the inner thighs, heels, balls of the feet connected. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2. Relax the neck and down. Good job. Let's go one more. Squeeze, lift, and now lengthen. Think of yourself as being, your toes being as far from the top of your head as you can be. Nice, long body. And down. Perfect. Okay, from here, let's press into the heel of that top leg. Keep that waist long as you lift the leg up. And so we're not trying to lift really high, because if I lift that leg really high, my waist is going to crunch up. That's not what I want. I want to keep that waist as long as I can at the top as I lift and lower. And 3 and down. Really pressing into the heel. 4. Let's just go 2 more. And then very last one. Perfect. On this last one, we're going to point our toes right across the room and drag it down. Press into the heel to come up. Reach the toes. Nice long toes and down. Heels up. Toes down. 4 more and reach. 3 more and reach. 2 more and reach. Very last one. Perfect. Keep the toes pointed long. We've got 4 to go. And 3 more. And 2 more, really strengthening the outside of the hip. Very last one. Good job. Give that leg a great big hug. It's been working hard. And then while we're here, we'll slide that bottom knee up. We're going to stack everything up here. Imagine there's a wall behind your feet, your bottom and your head, so everything's aligned. And now press your feet together as we open the knees as wide as you comfortably can without letting your body roll. So the hips, belly button keep facing forward. Gonna hold it there, relaxing the neck for 4 and 3 and 2 and down. Good job. Let's open and hold again. So really working the deep glute muscles that help protect your back. And down. Let's do 4 a little quicker. Just 4 and 3. Good job. 2 more. And very last one. Well done. From here, we're going to lengthen the bottom leg out. Put the top leg either behind, which is a little bit easier, or in front, which will give you a little more of a little figure 4 stretch. That bottom foot, we want it to be nice and flat, like you're balancing a book on it as we lift from the inner thigh and relax. And 2. So if you need to rest the leg in between lifts, feel free to let that happen. You can put it down. If you want to work a little harder, you keep that foot just hovering above the mat and lift. Let's go. 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. And down. Very last one. Good job. From here, I'm just going to bring both knees in, bend the knees, come on up to the elbow, and we're going to use the muscles underneath to lift us away from the mat, and then try to push the hips forward. Hold it there for 4, and 3, and 2, and then just sit back down. One more time, muscles underneath are going to lift us up. And then see if you can push the hips forward so that you're in a perfectly straight line from your knees to your shoulders. 4, and 3, and 2, and sit back down. Well done. Now we're going to come right over to our belly. And from here, we're just going to bring the elbows into the side. And remember, let's point our toes. This is a really great place to hang out if you've been leaning forward all day. Say you've been out in the garden and you're doing a lot of forward bending. This is a good way to just reset the spine. So while we're here, just think about pulling your belly button up away from the mat. And we're going to just bring that right leg in, or bend the right leg. Imagine you're squeezing a peach behind your knee. Give it a great big squeeze. And on the side where you're bending the leg, let's just become a little heavier on that hip and just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that peach. And relax. And now if that's okay and you want a little more intensity, this time we're going to flex the foot. Same thing, you might get a little more cramping with this, so you decide. The belly button's still up away from the mat. And relax. Good job. Same thing on the other side. We're going to start by pointing the toe. Just going to squeeze that peach behind the knee. Come a little heavier on that side. Maybe lengthen that knee a little bit away from your shoulder. And just keep breathing as you squeeze that invisible peach. And relax. You can stay with the toe pointed, or if you want that little more intensity with the stretch, you're going to just flex that foot. And again, squeeze and lengthen through the front of the hip. And relax. Perfect. From here, we're going to try to keep your shoulders as level as you can as you reach the arm out to the side. And in. Good job. Same thing on the other side. Try to keep the shoulders really level as you reach out. And in. And now you can stay there with that slide, or you can slide and lift and in and back. Same thing on the other side. Slide and lift and in and back. Perfect. Now this one's a little trickier, but it is a really valuable exercise if you can get it. All I'm trying to do is drop my chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then pull them apart by lifting up and away from the mat. And then just letting the chest become heavy, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then pull it away. Let's go 2 more. Squeeze. And pull. And very last one, squeeze. And pull. From here, come all the way down. We're going to bring our hands down beside our body. And we're going to bring our knees together. And sometimes it helps if you have bad knees to bend in a little bit just to get off those kneecaps. And yeah, guess what? Imagine you've fallen on the floor. We need to get up. Good job. And perfect. And up. And up. And now sometimes it helps to bring the fingers in a little bit. You might have to play with it. Sometimes it helps to press into the fingers to get out of those wrists. Up and down. 3 more. Try to keep that body as straight as you can as you lift and lower. 2 more. If we do fall, we need to have the strength to get off the floor. Very last one. And now from here, let's just bring our head over to the other side of the mat. We've got one more side to go. So remember, heels and balls of the feet are connected. Trying to really squeeze the inner thighs together, but not only the inner thighs, try to pull right up through the pelvic floor. Lengthen as you lift and hold, relaxing the neck. 4 and 3 and 2 and down. And again, squeeze, lift, lengthen and hold. 4 and 3 and 2 and down. See that one more time. Squeeze, lift and hold. 4 and 3 and 2 and down. Well done. And now we're going to flex that top foot, nice long waist as we lift and lower, and 2, and down, and 3, thinking about reaching that heel right across the room, and 4, and 5, one more. On the last one we pause. Point the toe, all 5 toes, and drag it like you're dragging it through the water. Press into the heel, up we go, reach the toe, and lower. Press into the heel, come up, reach, and lower. 3 more, and reach. Relax the neck as you lift, and reach it out as you lower. Last one. And now that nice long pointed toe, we've got 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Give that leg a hug. It's been working hard. Other bottom leg's going to bend up into that hook line position. We're going to stack everything here. Hips, belly button facing forward as we press the feet together and open the knees as far as you can without rolling. And relax. Let's do that one more time with the hold. Open and hold. 4 and 3 and 2. And relax. And now 4 a little bit faster. Just 4, trying to open up as far as you can. 3, and we've got 2 more. And very last one. Well done. Now the bottom leg reaches out, top leg behind or in front. And we want to open it up as much as we can. Press into that bottom heel as you lift and lower. 2 and down. 3 and down. 3 more. 2 more. Very last one. Relax. Bend both knees in. We're going to put that elbow right underneath the shoulder. Think of those pillars or building blocks where everything's as straight as they can be. Use the muscles underneath. Brace the abs. Use the muscles to lift you away from the floor. And then push the hips forward. 4 and 3 and 2. And sit back down in that chair. Good job. One more time. You're going to lift and then push the hips forward, just working that hip drive. 4 and 3 and 2 and down. Well done. From here, let's roll onto our back. Final stretch. We're going to just bring that right leg up like we're trying to cross our leg over the left leg. Down and up. Try to stay even through the back of the hips as you lift and lower. 2 more. And last one. On the last one, you decide. If you've had hip replacement, we don't want to be crossing those legs. So just stay with this movement. If that's not an issue, see if you can lift it up and over. If you need a little help, give it a little help. Whatever you need to do. Once you get there, use that knee to open up, or the muscles around that knee, and try to open that figure 4 up as much as you can. Try to level through the back of the hips as much as you can. And then from here, we're going to try or think about it. Doesn't matter whether it moves or not. It's all about intention. We're going to try to lift that foot up towards your nose. And down. And 2. And down. 2 more. And down. Very last one. And then if you like, give it a little hug. Nice deep breathing. If anything hurts, don't do it. This is a little deeper stretch than we usually go, but really important to keep those hips mobilized. And relax. Perfect. Same thing on the other side. We're going to start with that leg cross. And remember, for some people, that's your exercise. If something's hard, you don't want to go to a harder exercise before you perfect that first level. It's all about building strength and flexibility and getting to the next stage. So if something's not moving right, just concentrate on that first exercise. But if you feel like you can, bring it up and cross it over. Doesn't matter whether you need a little help with that, whatever works. Then use the muscles to widen out through the hips. Again, remembering to stay level through the back of the hips. To widen out through the shoulders. And then think about bringing that foot up towards your nose. And down. And 2. And down. 2 more. And only if you feel comfortable, reach up and just give it a little more help. Nice deep breathing. Thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it. See you soon.